Greetings everyone, this is Theo Williams. I want to take this time to shoot this brief video to add some clarity to the post that I had on Facebook earlier about my desire to have a spirited and candid yet real and honest and effective dialogue surrounding issues of race in America. One thing I found as of late is that these conversations and these discussions are definitely taking place already. However, they are oftentimes unfruitful, unproductive, and sometimes they break down and they cause the relationships that are surrounding those conversations to break down. And they break down for several reasons. One being that sometimes the emotion that is involved in these conversations can be overwhelming, and they can cause us to lose sight of what we're trying to accomplish. Sometimes they break down because we're so intellectual, we want to have such sound reasoning that we deny ourselves of the emotion that should be attached to these conversations. Sometimes they break down because we're talking to individuals and we can't seem to see eye to eye. And then the dialogue denigrates and breaks down and nothing gets accomplished. So whenever I see that, one thing pops in my mind is that we don't necessarily need to have more conversations about race, although they are important. But I think we need to have a conversation about how to have conversations about race. And this idea is confirmed as of late when I've had several people come up to me asking for advice about how they should go about having this conversation with some of their friends. What's some of the information they can have conversation about? What's going on in the world that they should be bringing up in these conversations? How should they approach these conversations as far as empathy and listening and open-mindedness? And that really got me to thinking once again that, hey, these conversations are needed and they're going to take place regardless. Why not make sure that they're taking place in the most effective and productive way? So what I'm proposing in April, it's going to take me some time to pull this together. I want to have a live event, live studio audience with the opportunity for people to chime in via email or Facebook Live and via video also, where we have a candid discussion about race, but more importantly, we also talk about how to have a discussion about race. What are some best practices? What's some information that should be discussed? How should this information be discussed? What's the value of relationships? What's the value of listening and empathy and making sure our reasoning is sound, but that we also allow for emotion to be in there also. So I'm hoping that come April that you'll be able to join me. Between now and then, I will be reaching out to several of you who I trust, who I know has a heart for this also, to help me plan this. And so we want to make sure it's going to be a great event, but it's going to be a productive event and very effective. And so let's get excited about this, because these are conversations we need to continue having. We just want to make sure that when we do have them, we're having them in a way that they're going to be most productive and most fruitful. Take care, and God bless.